This is the Marvel Legends series, Avengers Endgame, Iron Patriot. The figure is part of the Endgame Thor Build-A-Figure series of figures, which includes all these figures. And I know it's a little late to be reviewing this figure, but I wasn't really going to pick this up because hobby shops were selling it as a set. If you wanted to get the figure on its own, you'd have to buy it at double the price of a regular Marvel Legends figure without the BAF pieces, which I thought I wasn't going to do that. I've never seen this figure in retail, but this is the first time I actually saw it on retail. I picked up this figure at my local Toys R Us. I took it as a sign that I should go ahead and just review it. So here we all are. I'm going to do a review of this one. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is the Endgame Iron Patriot out of packaging. And again, this is one of those figures that I judged too quickly from pictures on the internet, seeing it loose, displayed on shelves at hobby shops. I was like, man, this figure's not for me, man. Anyway, just long story short, I judged it way too quickly, and boy, was I wrong about this figure. This figure looks absolutely gorgeous. It's like an action figure made of candy. Just wow. And much of it has to do with Hasbro's new technique now of saving on paint apps by molding the plastic pieces of the parts of the figure in the color they wanted to appear in. And in this case, much like the Doctor Doom figure we've seen in the Fantastic Four Modern Fantastic Four Wave, Super Skrull Wave, they've molded almost every inch of plastic on this figure in this pearlesque, glossy, flake type of metallic blue. They just painted some red and silver, and this is a brilliant way on saving costs on paint and avoiding paint issues or quality control issues that are commonly seen in Marvel Legends figures, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it works wonderfully. You save money and you get a great product. I'm just loving this figure all around. Sorry, Hasbro, for judging it way too quickly, but you got a winner right here. Wow. All right, enough of the gushing. Let's take him out of the stand. So, if the mold looks very familiar, that's because they've recycled some bits and pieces of the Infinity War War Machine. The hands, the biceps, the shoulder, the soft PVC material they used for the shoulder, the head sculpt, to a certain extent some parts of the legs, but the midsection of the torso, this torso piece, the legs are all brand new. The accessories, the backside is brand new. The accessories that they put on him, some assembly is required. You got to peg these things in right here. The bigger pegs are for the bigger peg holes right here for the rockets. And I see where Hasbro is going with this one, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe was going with this one. Traditionally, the War Machine armor would have one dock for the rocket and another dock for the main gun, or the Gatling gun. And in this regard, they've doubled. They've put rocket launchers on both sides and two main guns, and it kind of works. It actually really works. And wow, the only, if I'm going to nitpick, I wish they could have added another hinge right here so you can go up and down as well as this one. But there's only one swivel hinge, which is on the peg. You peg it onto the back. That's it. That's all the range of motion. But nitpicking aside, wow, wonderfully painted accessories, really nice looking sculpt, absolutely gorgeous all around. Just loving this figure. Okay, now let's talk about articulation. Much like the Infinity War Machine, this one, or Endgame War Machine, I should say. This one has a ball jointed neck that's on a hinge. Goes this way and that way. Twist. He's got a ball jointed upper torso. He's got ball hinge shoulders, and I really don't want to force it because it just looks like it's been squished right there. It's not going to go back. It takes time. So bicep swivel, ball hinge elbows, much like War Machine, ball hinge wrists go swivel, and they hinge in and out. And both hands have that plate. It's not missing. Ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, as you've seen in my earlier pose, and he's got a hinge ankles with a rocker pivot right there. And for size comparisons, here he is with the Mark 85, looking good. And so some final thoughts on the figure. I think it's a great figure. Figure deserves a 10 out of 10 for me. Comes one per case, so best of luck to everybody hunting this figure down. I think both these figures are probably the top two figures in this Fat Thor wave of Endgame Marvel Legends figures. I really enjoyed this Iron Patriot. I'm just sorry that I judged it way too quickly. And if at all, if any improvement needs to be done, I just wish there were some peg holes for any of these blast effects accessories to be pegged on. But nevertheless, you know, it is an awesome figure, and I can imagine why collectors are really after this figure. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video review. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this new Endgame Marvel Legends Iron Patriot. Click that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. This has been the Marvel Legends series from the Avengers Endgame and the Thor Build-A-Figure. It's the Iron Patriot. Thanks for watching.